Hello, my name is Ryan McGlone, and I'm here with Two Wheel Underground Band. It's been quite a week in Bend. We've got about a foot of snow on the ground, and Mount Bachelor opened up a new ski lift, Cloud Chaser, so a lot going on in town. And I'm sitting here inside of the Boneyard Brewery, and we're here to talk about bikes. So like I mentioned before, my goal is to bring you interesting stories about folks that are doing creative things in the bike industry and the bike culture around Central Oregon. And I'm very excited today to be sitting down with my guest, Andy Barram, to have him share his story. Like a lot of you, Andy, one of Andy's many hobbies is cycling, and he set out on a path a few years back to create a bicycle team. And Andy had virtually no experience in team management or creating teams, but he set off down his path. And ultimately, what came about was an incredible creation that had a tremendous impact on the bike community and on Bend's community in general. And you could even argue that to some degree, what he created redefined what it meant to be a team, a bike team in Central Oregon. So without any ado, I'm going to introduce you to Andy, and we're going to get started. Thank you. And I just want to thank you for taking time to sit down. So why don't we start by taking us back to that day when you decided that you wanted to start a bike team, and how you went about going down that process. What was that like?
Well, it was an accident. It's probably the best accident I've had in my life. I did not intend for a bike team. My office was a block away from where Boneyard is sitting here. And I watched them starting their build. Came in with a buddy after a bike ride to do a tasters, and that's pretty much right where and when it started. There eventually, my idea was I came into the shop and I saw all their artwork that they've got, and I wanted to wear a bike jersey that had that on it. I'd been cross racing for a year and recreationally riding for a decade. And it was just really cool artwork, and I wanted one. And it came about, the only way to get one was if I took the lead and purchased some jerseys. And the minimum order was about the same amount, the minimum number to create an order was about the same amount of biking friends I had at the time.
Okay.
So I called my buddies up, we agreed, we got a few local sponsors, and it was happening kind of before I knew it. And then at that point, I was just thinking, it's my friends, and I finally got my jersey.
Yeah.
So that's where I started thinking, okay, what are we going to do to create this team? Because I had never been a bike racer.
So your first year in, you have how many people on the team, maybe?
By the end of the year, probably, that was 2010, I'd say probably 15, 20.
Okay. So like, what are some of the events that people were engaged in volunteering in?
Yeah, thousands of hours. We figure over the last 4 years, there's been an average of 70 members a year, with an expectation that all of those people are going to be volunteering throughout the year at different events. Some of that is at other bike races, volunteering to make the Tour de Chutes happen, pull pedal paddle.
Okay.
We've grown to taking over one of the bike run exchange.
Okay. So now you're going from managing a team to another avenue in supporting the local cycling community, which is essentially starting a bike race. So can you share a little bit about what that race is and how that came about?
Well, before we got there, the managing of the team was way beyond me.
Okay.
So I had gathered some people with interest and energy and some skill sets to help with the management of all the activities that needed to happen.
Okay.
And through that group, we came up with this idea of why don't we do a race?
Okay.
I think locally we'd lost a venue or two, and so we were like wanting to make sure that there was more opportunities.
Yeah. No, it's okay. So just the bike race in general, if you just share a little bit about what the race is and where it's at.
Yeah, so it's the Ride Hard, Finish Thirsty, which seems like a catchy name. And it's out at local family's ranch.
Yeah.
gorgeous rolling farmland, and we've worked with ex-pro racer Bart Bowen to design a pretty phenomenal course layout using the terrain there. Built up some stairs into one of the hillsides.
Yeah.
And again, local volunteers making that happen, mostly the team, and that family very welcoming and helping us out. And it's been amazing to have this team be something where anybody can join.
Yeah.
There's no race performance expectations. As long as you're fun to be around, or you're willing to sign up, we want you on the team. Probably one of the most valuable things to me, aside from seeing all the volunteer hours that happen, is the friendships that have formed.
Yeah.
Where people have connected, and now they're several years into very deep, close friendships that never would have happened otherwise. Perhaps.
Yeah.
If that can continue, both of those things, it's a grand success. It feels like it's already been a success.
Yeah.
And truth is, I've got my jersey that I wanted initially, and actually I got a bunch of jerseys now.
Yeah.
So my mission has been accomplished. And now I guess I'm saying whatever other people want to do with that, in that spirit of supporting the local community from the local sponsors, giving back to the community through volunteerism, and just having a good time together riding and racing. That's the key.
Great. Yeah. No, and it's been incredible to watch that team and the path that it's gone down in the community and the impact that you've made, the friendships that you formed. Hey, like us. I think of even too some of the relationships that have been connected with Bart Bowen or BEA and MBSEF and some of these other organizations in the community that have somehow been involved in this team as well. So, really wanted to thank you for your time today and sitting down with us to share your story. I still think it's an incredible and inspiring story. A little piece of Bend culture and history that a lot of folks don't necessarily have exposure to. And looking forward to see where the team goes in the future and what you do next as well.
All right.
Thank you.
Man.